Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just on my way to work here. Just wanted to let you know what's going on with the Leahy Clinic. This is a great cancer story. Went to the Leahy Clinic on Wednesday. Had to have a kidney function test in order to be able to see if I could have my right kidney taken out, if need be, in order to have my left kidney take all the function of my body. So I had to go through this nuclear test, and we went down there on Wednesday. Well, this little story I'm about to talk to you, and if you see this bouncing around, it's because, yes, I am driving. But as you can see, I'm looking straight at the road, every once in a while looking down at you. I'm going to be calling this kidney function positive. You see, we went down to Leahy Clinic and I saw the same doctor that I had the other video on about I don't want to kill you. And this time I had a kidney function test. And what this kidney function test does is it sees into the tumors that you have in your kidneys to see if your kidneys are able to have a biopsy done, see how the x-rays are, to how your function of your kidneys are, so that if you do happen to have to take one out, will the other kidney be able to handle the complete function? Well, most kidneys are not 50-50. They're 55-45, 60-40, 70-30, blah, 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 blah. Well, in order for mine to be able to happen, because according to what they say, I have 2 tumors in my right kidney. Now, I still don't know if they're malignant or benign yet, but they're growing. And when I was big, I had to do something. In order to even get a biopsy, I had to lose the weight. So that is one reason, and probably the main reason when that guy told me I was going to die within a year, not because of my kidney. I figured, okay, let's do it. So, you know the rest of the story, and I have many more to tell you. But this time I go there, and he comes in the office and he shakes our hands, and he says, well, the nuclear test you just did shows that your kidney functions are 55-45, and the left kidney is the best of the 2. And so because the left kidney is the best of the 2, and that's the one I'm going to be keeping, if I do have to have my kidney out, guess what? Yes, it's going to be able to take care of it. I don't have to worry about it. Unbelievable again. So, this whole process we'll keep talking to you about, and telling you I'm going to show you tips and things. My whole life, ever since I had this happen to me in 2010, with my hip operation, and then all the other stuff that's happened since, and the stuff I'll be telling you about in my other videos as well, all started then. But I didn't know I had this cancer until 2 years ago when I was in a head-on collision, and that's another story. And the guy hit me, and when they went in and did a full body scan, they saw that I had something in my abdomen, and they looked into my kidney and saw it was in the kidney, and then they looked in there again and they saw there was 2 tumors, and here I am today. So he said, that can happen. And he goes, but now that you've lost the weight, and now that you're all your numbers are completely perfect, and we had the nuclear test done, he said, would you like me to go see if you could have a biopsy now? Because if we can get in there now, because of lack of fat and the time consuming, and how he has to get in there, and how they have to do this biopsy, they couldn't do it when I was big, because if they did, they were going to kill me on the table. That's what he told me. So, here I am. in his office the other day, and he's telling me, "You want me to go see if I can get a biopsy?" That's what I wanted done 2 years ago. Two years ago. I asked for a biopsy. They couldn't do it. You know why? Because I was big. Okay. So, positive thing is this. I've been training my mind to be positive about everything that's happening to me. And like I've told you, I've got over diabetes, high cholesterol, blood pressure, asthma. My lungs are now at 100%. I was on a CPAP machine. My life was going downhill fast. And I came down with cancer. In order to keep my mind going, every day I had things I have to do. In order to do that and continue to go and also have the problems I did, I had to come up with some concepts. So one thing that I did was that I had to have something to hold on to. Because I'm a hugger. I like to hug. And in order to have something to hold on to, help me through a situation, I had to find something. And one day I was at the beach walking around and I saw these little rocks and they looked like worry stones. So I picked one up and put it in my pocket. Well, the next day I'm at work and this is when I was big and I was having all kinds of problems, and I put my hand in my pocket and I felt that stone. And I went, wow, that's right, that was yesterday. It was great at the beach. I was thinking positive thoughts. So that's what I started doing. And when I go to special places, or I'm at a place where I'm with a special person, I'll pick up 2 rocks and I'll give that person a rock, and I'll keep a rock. And I'll say, for the rest of the day while we're together, anytime you don't feel well or you have a problem, put your hand in there and touch that rock and know that I'm with you. And I do the same thing. And then I'd keep that rock. And that rock I would use when I felt the need to use that particular rock, depending on how I felt for that day. And I'll explain how I do my rocks, because I do. I have a whole bunch of rocks on my bureau, and when I get home, I'll show you. My next video, I'll show you the rocks and what I do, because I pick out a rock for each day, because I don't feel the same every day. So I pick out the size rock, the consistency of the rock, whether it's jagged, whether it's smooth, how big it is, how many problems I have for the day, and I go with it. But they're always positive thoughts, because every rock that I have there either was given to me by someone or I picked it up for a specific reason. So there's my first tip. But that's my tip. That's for me. And I'm not a doctor, and I have no credentials. And I can't tell you what to do. You have to want to do this. This is what I'm getting at. But if you can come up with something like that, something that's tangible, it can be a cross, it can be a piece of hair from your cat, it could be some ashes from your father, your mother that you want to keep on you. And every time you have a problem, you just hold on to them. And what happens? Positive thoughts come out. Now, wouldn't that be nice? Well, I gotta go. I hope you really listen to what I have to say. Please remember, I'm not a doctor, but I've lived through everything I've told you about, everything that I have in every single video. This is a personal thing, and it's not for me. This is for you. And when I mean you, the person that's looking at this right now. I hope I can help you. Contact me on my website, bodyandmindredesign.com, Facebook, YouTube, Gmail. Please do it. Hey, I'll talk to you later. Adios.